How can systems of linear equations have infinite solutions? Imagine trying to find where two roads meet. Sometimes they cross at just one point, but other times they run along the same path, overlapping completely. That's what happens with some systems of linear equations. They don't just meet at one spot, they match perfectly, giving us endless solutions. A system of linear equations is a set of two or more equations with the same variables. When these equations describe the same line or plane, they are called dependent. This means one equation can be turned into the other by multiplying all its parts by a number. For example, if you have the equations x plus y equals 1 and 2 times x plus 2 times y equals 2, they are basically the same. The second is just the first doubled. When you solve such a system, you end up with an identity like 0 equals 0. That's always true, no matter what values you pick for x and y. Because of this, every point on the line satisfies both equations. So instead of a single answer, you get an infinite number of solutions. Let's look at a simple example. If you have plus y equals 1 and 4 times x plus 4 times y equals 4, these are the same line. When you solve them, you find that any point that makes the first equation true also makes the second true. That means there are infinitely many points that work. In higher dimensions, like with 3 or more variables, the same idea applies. If some equations are just multiples of others, they don't add new restrictions. Instead, they describe the same flat surface or line in space. So, the system has infinite solutions because there are many points along that shape that satisfy all equations. Understanding this helps us see when a system doesn't have just one answer but many. It's useful in real life when different conditions overlap or match up exactly. For example, in engineering or economics, knowing when solutions are endless can help us understand situations where multiple options or outcomes are possible. In summary, systems of linear equations have infinite solutions when the equations are dependent and describe the same line or plane. They are consistent and don't restrict the variables to just one point but allow for a whole set of solutions along a line or surface.